Why, hello everyone, and welcome to another video. I am your host, Gabe the Gamer of Epic Proportions, and tonight, I will be doing a Dragon Ball villain tier list. Now, these will be based off of my personal opinions, not based on power levels alone. If it was based off of power levels alone, then most likely some of these villains would already be. Then most of the tier list would be just in D or C tier. So let us begin with the tier list. And our first contestant, well, not really contestant, but our first one we have here is Super Android Android 13. Why did I say super first at first? I have no clue. But I will put him in C tier, mainly because his movie wasn't really as plot driven as it is like how basically it's just a side part of the Android saga or something. I have no idea. But the next on the list. But I will also be putting those that work well as a team together. I'll be doing both, like for example, Android 17 and 18. They clearly go into S tier because I actually like their character development after the Cell saga. And I like how Android 17, spoilers for the anime and manga, Android 17 becomes a ranger and Android 18 becomes Krillin's wife. Next on the list we have Android 19. He's a clown. I don't particularly enjoy clowns. So, yeah, Android 21. I have to put her A tier. If I have a little challenge for you, I want you to put your own where you would personally put these characters. Or no, tell me your favorite Dragon Ball Z character. It can be from it can actually no, out of the entire Dragon Ball series. Tell me, I want you to tell me what your favorite character is. Next is Bobbity. He 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 is just awful. I don't really like him. Ooh, our first ever GT character that's popping on the list. As you all know, I never really had a fond. Well, in case you didn't know, I never really had a fond of Dragon Ball GT, but it started to grow on me. So I'm gonna put Baby in A tier because the Baby Saga was actually really good in Dragon Ball GT. And just a reminder, there are some villains I don't know the names of. If you know what the names of the ones that I cannot remember the names of, let me know down in the comments below. Next on the list is Bojack. I'm putting him in B tier. His movie, it was pretty decent. which it does take place after the Cell Saga. Well, in between the Cell Saga and the Boo Saga, which I happen to like in a way, but I don't know. It's kind of alright. Next, we got our very first super villain. Can we classify him as a villain? If he technically has a pure heart in a way? Eh, oh well. Dragon Ball Super Broly. I gotta put him in S tier. I have to. In case you all didn't know, I actually enjoy. I like Broly as a character by himself, mainly due to the fact that, for one, he's basically a gentle giant who doesn't know how to control his power in a way. So, yeah, those that really are gentle, those characters are really good. Anyway, on to the next character. Another Broly, a Z Broly, in the normal Super Saiyan form. I think it's in the second Broly movie. Yeah, where he actually has a normal Super Saiyan transformation. You know what? I'm putting all the Brolys in S tier because Broly as a character, amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean amazing. Next on the list is Captain Ginyu. Eh, I want to put him in either B or C. Yeah, I'll put him in B. He's Not a lot of people give him credit for what he could do. I mean, between Baby and Ginyu, Ginyu had potential to be a good villain, but had he have learned how to activate the body's full power, then he would have been more of a menace to where if he wanted to take Frieza's body, he would and become the strongest and activate his full power. Next is Cell Jr. D tier. I never really had a fond of miniature clones of a villain. You can say. The Cell Juniors are annoying. They're I think they're almost as annoying, if not more annoying, than Kid Buu ever was as a character. But We'll get to Buu later. Next is Perfect Cell. I'm gonna put him in A. He was a good villain, but he wasn't a that amazing of a villain. Yeah, he gave the Z Fighters a really tough fight in all three of his transformations. So, yeah, let's just go with that. Next is Cooler, the very first Frost demon on the list. Well, wait. Technically, Cell and Cell Jr. are also technically Frost demons too, because they got Frieza's DNA. Well, this is the pure one. So, Cooler is going in S tier. I mean, the like the movies that Cooler is in, I happened to enjoy those movies. Personally. Me personally enjoyed it. Dabura. Dabura? Dabur? Dab. Yeah, Dabura. Dumbledore was good. I mean, yeah, he's he's practically the Demon King. C- Can I actually say that on YouTube? I'm not sure whether I can say that on YouTube or not. I cannot remember. I cannot remember word for anything. I don't know. Oh well. I mean, yeah, Dumbledore was a good character overall, but he could have like betrayed Bobbity and actually gave Boo some power, or at least helped Boo grow as a person. Well, at least in terms of like controlling himself and all that. Next, our very first Dragon Ball video game antagonist, Demigra. I happen to like Dragon Ball Xenoverse as a game entirely. Let me know if you want a Let's Play series down in the comments. If you wish to see a gameplay video, just let me know. Demigra was he was a good villain. Like as a villain entirely, like he showed up in the I think it was like either in the middle to end game. You never really know who the true threat was. Oh, I liked him. Dodoria, the one that Vegeta defeated. I got a yeah B tier. I think B tier is fitting. I mean, it's weird how not many characters are in C tier. But anyway, next character, like another thing on the Dodoria is that Dodoria just likes to brag about things and how he defeated or completed the mission when in reality it was someone else that completed the mission for him. But he just likes to take credit. Our next, and now on to the next villain, Dr. Gero. I gotta put him in C tier. He wasn't really. I mean, at first he was menacing in the original Dragon Ball series, but over time he just decided, oh well, if I want to be able to defeat Goku, or if not destroy him, I gotta become an android. Let me turn myself into an android, and then try to absorb his energy. Maybe that might work. In the end, he fails like all the other villains. Next is, I want to say East Shenron? Well, one of the Shenrons. Hang on, let me look it up on one of my phones. Hang on, real quick. Let me just do a little search. Hang on. Um, wonder. Okay. Dang it. Yeah. Wait. Hang on. Hang on. Let me take a look. Hang on. You know what? Eh. this, I think this is either East or Sin. Wait, no, this is East Shenron, I think. I don't know. I'll just say Shenron. The ones like the just Shadow Dragon. You know what? For the Shadow Dragons, I'll just do Shadow Dragon numbers, numerate them at least until I get to Omega Shenron. That way, it makes it a whole lot easier for me personally to figure it all out until one of you just, at least until one of you decides, or at least comments. Well, actually, this is this Shenron. Next on the list is Frieza. Ooh, I actually really enjoyed Frieza as a villain, mainly because of like he was the first main universal threat that came around, at least until we saw, well, ones that can destroy universes like, or well, galaxies even, like Broly. Next is Garlic Jr. Garlic Jr., I'd say he goes into C tier. I mean, he's not that good and he's not that bad, but I have to put him in C tier because I don't really like him as a villain as much as some other people would like him as a villain. I mean, in his movie, he was like, and this is just his buff form where he's basically immortal. So, which really helped him out a lot. And when I say helped him a lot, I mean helped him a lot. How do you like if he would have redeemed himself? Who knows? Maybe he might have became a Z fighter to where he would be able to defeat anyone. But who knows? Next is General Blue. I think this is General Blue. Yeah, this is General Blue. Don't see any other Red Ribbon Army members, so yeah. General Blue was just awful, completely awful. He he was terribly written, and I mean terribly written. I mean, come on. He could have done it. He could have at least done a bit better. Next is I don't know who this one is, so forgive me if I don't know who this is. Yeah, my apologies if I can't remember who this one is. As I said before, I don't know who some of these are. Next is Hirudegan. I actually liked Hirudegan because he drove Goku, and I think he's the one that drove Goku and Vegeta to fuse in the first place into Gogeta. Yeah, because Potara didn't really happen yet by that point in the story. Well, movie-wise, anyway. The only one that really pushed them to great heights were Goku and were Broly actually to fuse completely. Well, kind of. I don't know. Anyway, on to the next villain is Hit. Hit was amazing. S tier. He's an S tier fighter because of how can I say this to make sure that this stays within YouTube's guidelines? Goes after people for money. He Let's just say he uses his time powers to assassinate people. I hope I can I say that word? What words can I say? Which ones that I can't? I don't know. Next is Janemba. Super Janemba, to be exact. I gotta put Super Janemba in B tier because, yeah, he pushed Goku. Yeah, he pushed Goku when he was in Super Saiyan 3. The exact same Super Saiyan transformation that was on par with Kid Buu, or that at least could have been on par with Kid Buu had he have had full power. How? How does that make any sense at all? I have no clue whatsoever. Next on the list is Jiren the Grey, our first and only Pride Trooper on the list. He has to go alongside Hay. Those two are powerful. Like if they were to work, if they both were in Universe 7, imagine what they could do if they worked together with Goku, Vegeta, and the other Z fighters against multiversal threats. And just note, all these villains most of these villains were defeated by Goku himself. There are some villains in this list that Goku did not defeat. So, and just note, take these opinions with a grain of salt or something. Anyway, next is Kid Buu. Amazing villain and amazing final boss in the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game. He was really good in my personal opinion. And I mean, he was tough for me when I first played. I might just play the game again just for old time, just to have fun and just for the thrill of the main story. Who knows? Next on the list is King Cold. I'm putting him in D tier. He wasn't really that entertaining to see because he didn't really have much of a fight. So yeah. So just take this with a grain of yeah. Next is King Demon King Piccolo. He has to go into C tier. The reason why I put him higher than King Cold is because King Piccolo is an OG Dragon Ball villain and almost the final villain of the original Dragon Ball series. So yeah. Next is Lord Slug. Lord Slug. Where do I begin with him? In his own movie, he fought a false Super Saiyan. Yes, that is what it is called. Yes, you can look it up. It is a real thing. Do you look it up? There you go. Now you know. The more you know. Next is Majin Buu. I completely forgot to mention different forms might be in different tiers. So apologies. Majin Buu, A tier. He's an A tier villain. He's powerful And this is just a fat version. He was powerful on his own. Fought Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And he tanked those hits like it was nothing. That's how powerful he is. Next on the list, Super Boo. He's gonna go like right. Come on, mouse. Work for me. Anyway, he's gonna be right next to Majin Buu because I like him. They're really good. They're both really good. They're both good. I mean, yeah, they're the same character, kind of. But yeah, it's on the list. Majin Vegeta. Can you really classify Majin Vegeta as a villain? Yes. He appeared as a villain at first. He wasn't fully redeemed yet. So yeah. And his fight with Goku was good. I have to admit. I have to admit. It was really good. I think all the Goku and Vegeta fights are good. Next is Zamasu. Which Zamasu, you may ask? Fused Zamasu. The the main fused Zamasu. He managed to give Goku a difficult time. He gave Vegito. No, not just Vegito Blue a difficult time. And Vegito was a powerful fusion that first appeared in the Buu saga. Never came back after that until now, when it was absolutely necessary. So, yeah. Next, the other portion of Fused Zamasu. The imperfect Fused Zamasu, which is what I call him. He goes into A tier. Kind of creepy. And he lost his immortal powers. And he lost to Vegeta's future his offspring that's from the future version of Trunks. But he did give them a difficult time, so yeah. Next is Mira. The man himself from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 that appears multiple times. Once in the after the Frieza saga, once during the Cell saga, and once during the Buu saga, and that's the very beginning of the Buu saga. He, yeah, he gives the character a difficult time if you don't know if you haven't played the game before. But if you haven't played Dragon Ball Xenoverse, then I would play it. It's fun. You create your own character, name, but it depends on which version you're gonna play. So yeah. Next is Rabbit Man, or whatever his name is. General Rabbit or something, or King Rabbit. What I can't remember. Turning opponents Turning your opponents into carrots just with a single touch. You'd think that would be an OP ability. But no. If someone touches the carrot after he touches it, I think I might be wrong, but the spell might wear off. So B tier, cause why not? Moro. I think Moro is a beast. Could he defeat Beast Gohan? No. Heck no. Honestly, if Beast Gohan were to fight all these villains at once, they would just lose. Outright lose. Unless they're GT characters that he's fighting, then maybe it might be difficult. I have no clue whatsoever. Next is Nappa. I like Nappa. He goes into S tier. I mean, yeah, he's the second Saiyan that fights the that fights Goku, kind of. But what do I know? Next is Shadow Dragon number 2. I have to put him in A tier. He did it pretty good. Pretty good. Good fight. I mean, if I was ranking these off of fighting prowess, or at least just their fights that you see them in, then who knows how. I mean, this tier list would be way different. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, Omega Shenron is next. He did. He's pretty good. S tier. I I have to admit, Omega Shenron is a good opponent. He did manage, like, he semi pushed Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So, pretty good fight. Pretty good fight. Not going to lie. Pui Pui is next. B tier. What's 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 there to say about Pui Pui? Yeah, like, seriously, what is there to talk about him? Raditz! Next up is Raditz, the first Saiyan that appears in Z. Yes, I'm putting him S tier. Had Raditz never showed up to Earth, then basically all of Z would not really happen. Basically Z would never really happen if Raditz never showed up. He's the starting point. He started the entire thing. It was him that started everything. Vegeta and Nappa coming to Earth because they found out about the Dragon Balls, and everything. Goku wouldn't have had his fight with Frieza had Raditz not have shown up. And I feel like Raditz is underrated. He's Everyone doesn't talk about Raditz. I happen to like Raditz. He is what brought the story to where it's going now. Like, he helped bring that story. Next is whoever this guy is, I have no clue. So I'm just gonna put him in a random C. You know what? I'll just name him Villain Fodder. Villain Fodder number 2. Just for simplicity's sake. Yeah, there's a reason. There is indeed a reason. Goku Black. Amazing arc. It's an amazing arc, amazing villain. Everything about him is amazing. Super Saiyan Rose. Really good. Pretty good. Really good color. Pink fits. Pink is really very fitting. Next is a Cyberman. I don't like the Cybermen. They are annoying. Super annoying. And yeah, they're the ones that help the Yamcha meme come to life, but it doesn't really. It just. I don't know why I don't like the Cybermen. It is so weird. I just don't like it. I don't like them. I heavily dislike it. Dislike them. I do not like them. Next is Salzer. He was pretty good in he was pretty good in Cooler's Revenge, but that's the only time he's ever really shown up. Like the only movie he's shown up in. Surprised they didn't put Metal Cooler in here and on this list or anywhere for that matter. Oh well. Next is villain fodder number 3. Uh, he has to go right next to Pui Pui. I don't know. I don't understand why I'm putting him there. I guess that's just my personal opinion. Because I never really liked that guy. Because he gives me sort of like a fusion between Frieza and any other type of villain that's not really that good in terms of character development at all or anything. Next is Spopovich? Yeah, Spopovich. He he beat up a girl just to make Gohan turn Super Saiyan. Like he practically beat up Gohan's future wife. Well, Gohan's soon to be girlfriend at that point. But yeah, Super 17. I did not like it. Like it was only 8 episodes. 8 episodes long. What kind of arc goes for 8 episodes? I sure as heck don't know. Next is Super Boo, the first version of Super Boo, mind you. He goes in with he goes in with the other two Boos, well, two other Boos. Fat Boo and Boohan. It don't I don't know why. It just seems fitting. Next is the final Dragon Ball Xenoverse villain on this list is Mira. You already know where she's going. Y'all already know. S tier. She's going into S tier. Going to S tier for a reason. I like Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I like the villains in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I love the trio, by the way. Really good. Now we got 5 more left on this list. Can't believe it. Anyway, if you made it this far, be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe and click that bell notification for when I upload a new video. Next is Turles. He's pretty good. I gotta put him in A tier. I have to. I have to. He's basically Goku Black before Goku Black. The tree, because the Tree of Might and everything. That that movie. Heh, good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Make sure to hydrate. Be sure to drink water, everyone. Next is Vegeta when he first showed up to Earth. S tier. I just love Vegeta. Vegeta, amazing character. He's really amazing. He's just good, really good. Next is Yakon, the one that eats light, which is basically his only weakness. Consuming too much light and he explodes. B tier, never really liked him that much. Next on the list is Zamasu. And this is just normal Zamasu. S tier. I have to put Zamasu in S tier. He's just that good. He really is. Last, and certainly not least, last but not least, Zarbon. He he goes into A tier. I happen to enjoy Zarbon. He is a really good villain. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. And click that bell notification for when I upload a new video. And quick side note before I end this video off. Thank you for those that watch my videos. Thank you. Be sure to share. Be sure to share this video. I never say that enough. I never ask you all to share the videos. But if you know someone that enjoys that would enjoy this video, be sure to share it with them. Share it with a family member or share it with a friend. It really helps me. It'll help me grow as a it'll help me grow as a YouTuber. And as always, I hope you're all having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And wherever you are in this beautiful world. And as always, I am your host, Gabe the Gamer of Epic Proportions. And signing out. And remember, keep on gaming. Bye everyone.